Hey everyone, here's a quick video to show you how to create your scalloped border for your stamp. First thing that I did, I've zoomed out so you can see that I've actually duplicated my artboard. And if you want to do that, all you do is you first make sure all your layers are unlocked and all your items are unlocked. If you want to make sure everything's unlocked, you can go to Object, Unlock All, and it will unlock everything within your file. Once you've done that, you can select your artboard that has your art on it and go over here and say duplicate artboards. And then if it's not in a place you want it, you can actually go to your artboard tool, which is Shift 0, and you can move around and rearrange all of your artboards and however you want them. So to create the scalloped edge, first thing I do is I create a new layer, which I've done here, and I've called it frame. Now everything has shifted because I just moved my artboards. So what you can do is just make the rectangle larger, quite a bit larger, because you can adjust the size even after you've clipped everything. And I look for it where it shows, where it's showing intersect here, so I know that it's even on all sides. Then when you have that made, you need to make circles, and these can be black, white, it doesn't matter, because once you've made this border, you can change the color of the frame. And I do white just simply so I can see the size of my artboard so I can make sure that it's larger than my art. It can be adjusted, but it's just easier to get your circles lined up and everything with the artwork this way. When you create your circles, you just go to your ellipse tool and you're just going to hold shift with your ellipse tool to make a perfect circle. Once you've done that, you put several of them in a row like I have here. Try to space them out. There are guides within Illustrator. If you're unsure about if they're spaced out correctly, you can actually create your own guide using a rectangle tool. You can do that and zoom in and put that in between to measure that space. And then you can go down the row measuring in between each circle to make sure that they're lined up. When you start making your circles, don't stress too much on getting them just right, because even if these were, say these were bigger, say they were off center, there was another one here, you can shrink adjust them. Holding your shift key, you can make them larger, bigger, or you can scale them using an object transform scale and say adjust them to 99% of their current size, which makes them just a little bit bigger. So again, that is object transform scale, and you can size them up or down to fit a little better. So once you've got your circles made, I am actually aligning the center of my circles with the edge of my frame. You can say Command C V or Control C V if you're on a PC, and you can align these in the center. And then you can also, you hold your shift click, go click, hold shift key, click, and then click again. You can align these like that. Once you've done that, you can say object and you can do copy, edit, paste. And then once you've done that, you can rotate it. Object, transform, rotate, and convert, just rotate it 90 degrees. And you don't have to worry about deleting the extra circles unless one of them is just overlapping the corner. And just size these out, and these are overlapping a little bit, so you can actually go with your direct selection tool, which is shortcut A, and just delete one of these out of the grouping, or you can delete all of them if you want to. Go back to your selection tool, which is V. So you have this. Oh, got one still out here. Let me get that. If you ever see this happen where you get this bar up here, it means that you've gone into a layer, you've gone into a grouping. So it will let you select one piece at a time without having to use your direct selection tool. But if you want this to go away, just hit your escape key, and that's how you make that go away. All right, so now I'm going to go So I'm going to just use a shortcut, Command C for copy, Command V for paste. And you can line these up. And then once you have all of them placed, you select everything. And then you're going to go to your Pathfinder tool and do minus front. And there we go. So once you've done that, go back over here to your layers and put it down behind your artwork. So this is a little bit large. So you can just then adjust the size. If you want to just go from the corner, you can use this, you can hold shift if you want to keep its proportions accurate, or you can just use the corners and eyeball it to get it as accurate as you can. Just like that. All right. And if you have any questions whatsoever, let me know and we will be going over how to scale these in class, and we'll just do a demo next week for that one. Thanks all of you, and y'all are all doing great. I'm very proud of the work that y'all have been doing. Have a wonderful day.